right, you ready, Viguel? Oh, we're recording. What up?
Yeah, who's good?
What up, Joe? So, I don't know what day it's on, man. Apparently it's Sunday now. Well, it says Sunday now, yeah. See, it says Sunday right there on the flyer, too. So, all right. Well, I was expecting to watch this thing on Saturday, but I'm glad I know different. But,
yeah, we don't like that raising the price. Just keep it there.
It's just silly and it's bad marketing. But regardless.
No, yeah, they're raising it though. They do it every event, so just be prepared for that.
I'd rather than not do that. Just set the set price. It's getting old at this point.
Never been open. You was the last one. So.
All right. So back in the West Coast, Sunday, July 8th. And, this card's pretty good. So the first card on the thing we got is from Salt Lake City, Emerson Kennedy, because they got the cities, versus the Saga from Queens. Last time, obviously, it was against B-Dot at the last initiation, or was it not initiation, whatever they called it, the other one, the traffic, right? So I thought he did really good in that battle, man. I had him winning first round for sure. And then second round, I had him losing, getting edged up with a loss there, but a lot of people had him winning that second round. So I liked Emerson. He was pretty good, man. And, I wasn't too familiar with him prior to that. The Saga.
Emerson's going to kill the Saga.
Saga. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know what you want me to do. I mean, he's good, but it depends with him, right? I got Emerson winning this battle, especially in L.A. Saga's from Queens. I don't know if that means anything, but I think if Emerson.
That never means shit. Like, I don't know. Like, that don't mean that, man.
Well, I mean, I think it meant a lot for Tay-Rock in Houston. Where was
if the guy he battled wasn't from Houston either?
Yeah, but Tay-Rock is accustomed to the gas from the New York gas.
Well,
he's not really like, that's not what he leans on.
When you're home, you're home.
But Tay-Rock's not from New York, right?
He's home.
No, he's from Baltimore.
Yeah, but they claim him, and we can barely hear you, Viguel.
They claim him. What the fuck? What do you mean they claim him?
Claim him.
Where did you get we claim him?
The URL peoples. They claim him.
Yeah, that ain't New York. What the fuck? Where you get that from?
Majority of battles are in New York. You know that. But anyways.
Oh, yeah, but you're wrong on that, because here's the thing. You had Baltimore, a battle rapper against a New York battle rapper in Houston. If that ain't a neutral ground, what the fuck is?
I'm not saying it wasn't a neutral ground. I'm saying if Tay-Rock, if that battle was in Irving Plaza, bro, Tay-Rock would have got way more gas.
Stop.
You don't think so?
Stop.
What?
You are need to get Tay-Rock.
Stop. No, hold on. Everybody needs to make up their fucking mind. No. Everybody make up their fucking mind. 1 minute, New York is too biased, and certain bad rappers can't rap over. If you're not from New York, you don't get love. So, like, make up your fucking mind.
That's the definition of bias.
New York is too biased. Stop it.
Yeah, when you hype up someone. I never said they're biased towards New York people. That's never been the issue.
Nobody said that. Oh my God. Go ahead, man.
That's not the problem. And I don't even have much of my issue with URL is that the way they receive people like Hollow and things like that, and they just don't like them. So it's very come on, man. You can't have like if they don't rock with you and you have a dry spot, it's tough, man. It's tough for that. But I think, and for the record, I think the West Coast is one of the nicest crowds. They just cheer everything. That's true. You know that. West Coast, they're happy-go-lucky. They love it. They're chilling. They're in L.A. Laid back.
Do you hear me where those boos warranted?
Yeah, I think all the boos were warranted. I thought Houston had a great crowd.
So I don't think it was the crowd being, nasty.
That wasn't my point. My point was if it wasn't a different, they wouldn't have booed him in New York. They would, because he's never been booed. Okay, so he would have got booed for the first time ever, right?
Yeah, he's yet to be booed.
In New York, he would have got booed?
Because he's riding a high right now. He's like the top guy, so they don't boo the top guys.
They don't. But who cares? Saga. Kennedy. Who we got? You guys got Kennedy apparently.
Ever EK all day.
Care about this battle?
Yeah.
You said yeah.
Yeah, I care about that battle.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean,
that's EK's shot. Like the B dot thing was just to throw him in with the Wolves, and that was all like a show. This is the battle to prove, because Saga got shit to prove too. People discounting him out left and right, and he had these little like feuds with DNA about the NWX shit to this day. This little bickering.
that's true.
What does that have to do with anything? What does him versus what does him and DNA issue got to fucking do with Emerson Kennedy? And I'm confused.
Because that's a part of his momentum, where he got to where he is now, where people are discrediting him. When he was on certain groups that was riding with him.
Jay,
what do you think, man? Who's winning this battle?
Honestly speaking, it's hard for me to call a winner in this. I have to say this. There are some people who say that Saga has a bad delivery, and I disagree. Right? I honestly think that Emerson Kennedy got bad delivery.
Really?
Listen to what I'm saying, though. If you watch that battle versus B-Dot, right? Because allegedly there's only one league that matters. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But if you watch him, he had a bunch of forced punches that he thought was going to get reaction. Like, they had to watch that battle back.
He did.
Yeah, and a lot of times, like, the way he delivered certain lines was like, yo, my man, did you really expect a reaction out of that? That was like a forced delivery. Or bottom line, though, this battle was supposed to happen on a separate event. Somehow that event got canceled, but they failed to tell everybody it got canceled. And then this guy put on this thing. To be honest, I think this is a good matchup in terms of what they both need, in terms of, I think these guys, unfortunately for Saga, it's almost like these guys are on the same level. But to tell you the quite honest truth, I'm really not looking forward to this battle, but I think this battle will be a decent one, and I got Saga edging it.
I mean, you do make an interesting point because, I think Emerson Kennedy does flow well, but the punch, is the part that he kind of needs to work on, like the ending of every line. Because I feel like, he's got a smooth voice and it flows good. But a lot of his punches, didn't. I think he just delivered them wrong. You're right. There's a good point on that. I don't know, man. Sure, I got Kennedy winning it. Saga, he could pull it off, but I mean,
this battle's too up in the air. It's not. I don't think there's one decisive way to look at this battle. I only think that Saga's a bit more polished, a bit more. And then for Emerson Kennedy, you've been in front of the California crowd already. So, there's pros and cons on both sides. I don't think anybody's really, I could be wrong, but the masses aren't looking forward to this battle.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be, because they've been in the last few pay-per-views, they've had the free battle on YouTube. So I feel like it'll be this battle, probably be the YouTube battle. Or, it could be the next battle, because the last time they put, what was the free? It was the Big Cannon, right? And Holmesy. So I can see that. Now, the next battle is Pass and Young Cannon. I'm interested in this battle. Pass versus Young Cannon. YK.
I'm interested in that battle too.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Pass. Is he a legend? Is he a West Coast legend? Is he one of the top tier, whatever? He's one of my favorites, and but I think it's time for him to really start shining. Keep proving why. A lot of us do put him up there. He's done a lot. And the only time I seen him live was when he got screwed out of his opponent didn't show up at Blackout, and then Nestle's opponent didn't show up, and they on a couple days notice did a freestyle battle, and it was fire. It was real good. That was a real good battle. And then who did he battle at World Dom? Was that who did he battle? Viguel? In LA. Do you remember?
Was it Big K?
Who, Big K?
Yeah.
I don't remember that battle that well. Who'd you have
Who
win?
does?
Big K's first round was phenomenal. That was that was the most round, like what round I remember the most is Big K. I mean, Big K.
Did Big K win that battle?
Pass had a very dope. He won the third round, and the second is up for debate.
Yeah,
most people had Pass winning that battle.
Oh, they did. Okay.
I have to check my recap of that, but I believe I had Pass winning that too. To tell you the truth, when we talk about Pass, whether he's a legend or not, well, let me tell you something. Little angry girl called B. Dot a West Coast legend after his second battle.
Did he?
After his second battle, he called him a fucking West Coast legend. So let me tell you something, man. By his fourth battle, you had people everywhere talking about he's a West Coast legend. If he's a fucking West Coast legend, there's no way you could question if Pass is a West Coast legend. Fuck out of here.
No, I mean, he definitely is to me. I mean, you got to go back,
In terms of
but,
battle, let me tell you something. I like Pass. Pass has had some great moments in battle rap. The number one battle that sticks out to me off the top is him versus K-Shine. He's had some dope battles, so please don't get me wrong. I'm only mentioning what went off the top of my head, right? So at the end of the day, him versus YK, I heard people saying, oh, if Pass was a legend, why would he take YK? First off, my kids is here, so I can't say what I really want to say, right? There's something that y'all can all eat. Anybody who says that, there's something you can all eat. Second off, you got to understand something. YK been putting in work over these years, too. Why are you disrespecting both guys? Like, they ain't been putting in work. Understand they might have beat some of your favorites out here. Some of y'all favorites out here. Now, name-wise, you might look at Pass and say, why are you battling YK name-wise? But if you're a fan of battle rap, you got some fucking nerve saying that. Are you a fan of high-profile battles? Or are you a fan of a league? What the fuck are you a fan of?
No, that's ridiculous. First of all, YK is what, like 48-3? I mean, he never loses. Like, I mean, when does he lose?
If you let the masses say it, they say he lose all the time.
YK? No, I don't think that's his reputation.
Dear me.
Why? No. All right. Regardless.
Bottom line, YK got bars, crazy bars. He got schemes. He got all that shit. You know, sometimes he do some real retarded movements and all that. But you can't take away from what the man can write, what the man performs. You can't take away any of that shit. And at the end of the day, Pass is who he is for a reason.
It's a good match, man.
If we're going bar for bar, I think YK is going to edge this battle. That's just how I feel about it. But I'm going to tell you, anybody who's sleeping on either one of these fellas, man, like, y'all out your fucking mind. Like, what do you really want from battle rap? You want the fake pocket sex? That's what you want? You want somebody making up dances? You want somebody getting picked up to make fake gun movements and all that dumb shit? Come on with all that, man.
Viguel, are you back with us?
Yeah, I had to mute when I was getting a beer. I was like,
oh, okay. We were asking about YK's win-loss record. I thought the general perception was he wins almost all his battles. Jace thinks people say he'd be losing. What do you think?
YK does, yeah. Like,
no, YK.
He has a great record.
Yeah, but isn't that the perception?
He's good at, like, if you come whack or mediocre, YK's gonna smoke you.
Yeah, he don't really lose, man. I can only count maybe 3 losses on his record. So
he like spitfire bars. He just spits bars. Like,
yeah.
Within all those bars, there's a few bars that's gonna hit, and that's what gives YK easy. Like, he can get through battles like that. You know.
That's where Ziggy washed on the last traffic he was on. He did. I think he lost 3-0.
3-0?
I think he did. It wasn't a good pass. It wasn't good. It was Briz Rothstein, right? And yeah, but I mean, since that battle, he's had battles, so I think he'll be all right this time. You know, and that was just probably a bad night. But all right, let's move on, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the good ones here, man. We got B. Dot Mike P, bro. All right, and okay, they both put out. Well, B. Dot put out a diss track, to hype it up, like when it got announced. That was pretty good.
I just posted both this. First off, salute to Damn I'm Wild. Salute my homie Tory. He had did a blog on this. He did a prediction blog on this, and on there he mentioned the diss records. Then he sent me the link, and then I took both the links and I posted. I made one video and put it on my channel, so you guys can go check that out. Honestly speaking, I think this is going to be a battle of preference. I think the both of them could come out with crazy bars. I think the both of them they could write their asses off, man. The problem is, are we going to hear some more fucking historical shit from V-Dot? Are we going to hear some more race angles? Like, what are we doing here? Like, are we really going to sit here and go back and forth and really score points for that dumb shit when, like, not only is it played out in general, but it's played out from V-Dot. Like, stop. We don't give a fuck about you breaking down everybody else's culture all the time. And even though he says he's not gonna do no name flips in terms of that police shit, you know he's gonna do it. It's irresistible. It's irresistible. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I think this battle could be a fire battle. There's so many people talking down on Mike P, which they gotta be out their rabbit ass minds. But let me tell you something, man. Y'all need to make sure your baby mamas is out the fucking house. Making sure that your boyfriend, ladies, make sure your boyfriend is out the fucking house trying to play video games, all that dumb shit. B-Dot versus Mike P is going to be one of the battles. You got to pay attention for these bars.
Yeah.
Pay attention for these bars. And hopefully B-Dot don't come with the same fucking angle he got for everybody, man. So with that said, I'm going to assume, which is probably not cool, but I'm going to assume B-Dot is going to come with all them fucking historical angles. And with that said, I'm going to edge Mike P.
So do you follow B-Dot on Twitter?
No, listen, I only follow like 3 battle rappers.
Okay.
He's been a lot of them is corny, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
He's been going back. He's been going back and forth a lot with some fans. He's usually respectable, and he's basically saying, hey, he's not going that route. All right. And then I heard him he did an interview with Tony Bro on Black Compass. I watched that. It was a couple of days ago, and he actually said that him and Mike P are real cool, and like he's like friends with Mike P. He's like he don't really like many battle rappers in the game. He's like he even said in the interview he thinks 90% of them are bozos. He says they're all weird, but he's like Mike P seems like a genuine dude. He talks to Mike P on the phone. So it's an interesting battle for him, and he kind of reiterated on that pop blog as well that because he took a lot of questions. That that ain't the route he's really going here. He's got something up for Mike P, so that made me interested. And yeah, Mike P to me is good, man. I think he gets a lot of hate for no reason. He's creative. He doesn't usually do the same thing every battle. I like Mike P a lot, man. I like this battle. It kind of disappointed me a little bit when I heard that they were really good friends, but B-Dot said that's not going to affect the way they go at the battle. He's going to come to kill him, and he wants Mike P to kill him too. I like the B-Dot strict battle, but like you said, I don't want to hear that same angle. But if B-Dot's true to what he's been saying on Twitter and in an interview, we can expect a different B-Dot that's not going to go that route. And if he doesn't, I think that's going to surprise you, Jay, and then you're probably going to, give him some extra points just off rip because of that. And as far as Mike P, what does Mike P say to B-Dot? I don't know, but I'm sure he'll come up with something creative. This is one of the battles I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest with you. And they're still blowing fireworks. But what do you think, Viguel?
Mike P's been fire, man. He's been rocking and rolling. I got no complaints for Mike P. Like I'm a little hard on him, but it's all out of a troll, because I think he could do better, and I know he's gonna do better because his career is young. He just started out, like we just seeing him, so he has a long ways to go and a lot of great battles ahead of him. But Mike P is definitely self-aware and he's nasty. And it's good that him and B Dot are friends because like I thought it was gonna be like one of those like another race angle, considering it's B Dot and a white guy. But I don't. Hopefully, it won't go that route. But I don't think it will. And I got B Dot with a 2-1, but I don't know. Mike P, he might come out a surprise. So I don't count him out to win him.
And also, another storyline here. The battle. He hasn't battled on URL since the whole Emerson Kennedy situation. I've heard him take some, interesting. He's made interesting comments about URL leading up since that battle up to here. He felt like he might have been, maybe booked a couple other events that he didn't get calls for. So it's a little bit of animosity there, maybe. That might be interesting. So I don't know, man. I got B. 2-1, but I won't be surprised, man, if Mike P does pull it off. I think even if Mike P does pull it off, I still think a lot of people are going to give it to B. for some reason. It's hard for Mike P to get like a clear win in the fans' eyes, I've noticed. Even when he did twerk.
And I don't know why. Because he's beat some of their favorites. But
people say he lost to twerk now, and they're saying that. I was like, he did not lose to twerk, man.
I can't honestly I can't think that far back to that battle, but I know he beat Big T. I know he's beating a few guys, man. Like at the end of the day, too. Here's my thing. At the end of the day, like Mike P, don't cheat us. Mike P comes with fire bars. I just don't want to hear no more Street Fighter shit. That's it.
He probably will. Or
I
something.
hope not.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, so what else we got on the list here, man?
Hopefully he can nip it in the bud before it becomes a part of who he is and he has to do it.
Yeah.
Good point, Visual.
All right, so this is kind of crazy. This is the battle I'm actually looking forward to the most. Danny Myers and New Jersey Twerk. All right, man. So Danny Myers is, to me, he's fired. I think he has a performance of the year contender against St. Mike. It was ridiculous what he did that battle. And he's got Twerk here, then he's got Past Day and a month later, and he's taking a lot of these one-rounders. I know he's got one that the day before. Then he's coming to Michigan August 4th. He's got a battle there. And then I know he just did one the other day. He's the bar god. I know if anyone could do it, I think, I don't think it's an issue for him. I've seen him go on YouTube rants and just throw bars out there for, just to throw out there for no reason. So it's definitely viable. I don't think it'll be an issue. Now, this battle here, bro, the one thing I'm worried about, and I'm worried about it because I be hearing things, man. I be watching these little clips of them, the battlers behind the scenes here and there, and they be dropping these little weird signals, man, which I don't like. I honestly feel like Twerk's is coming in this battle like it's just whatever. Like he's not. I don't think Twerk's taking his battle serious, bro. He's made some weird comments. The gnome situation, a lot of the gnome footage, he had. And then he said he's got someone big at Summer Madness. So, I got a feeling, man, that Twerk is gonna choke again, and it's gonna be another one of these. He still won 2-1, like he did against Mr. Wavy. And I don't really care about this battle type situation because I've been hearing that, man. I hate that so much, and that's why I'm always calling them out when they do that because that's trash, bro. Like, what you mean you don't care about this battle? Like, what the fuck does that mean? They're already planting the seeds. They're planting the seeds. That's all I'm
saying. Did he say that? Did anybody here, NJT, say he don't care about this battle?
He didn't say it in those many words, but he was saying. I remember him saying, well, I got a big guy locked up for Summer Madness, so it's like, get initiation done, whatever. Then I got this big thing going on. He said something like that, like in those terms. He has this reputation of doing that every other battle. He took the Suge battle serious apparently, but then he didn't the way he did it. And then he said he didn't take the Cortez battle serious, which was his, on Summer Madness. You know, and you know, he didn't take the white. Yeah, oh yeah, he said that for sure. That's his narrative. He said he wrote for that like 3 days before, a week before, not even. He wrote the last round that going to the venue. All right.
Hold on, because I want to be fair here.
That's what he said. That's a fact.
Hold on, I want to be fair here. Did he say when he was made aware of this battle versus Cortez?
3 weeks.
And he decided to write in the last 3 days.
He said, yeah, he didn't care about it.
He said he didn't care about it.
He didn't care about that battle. It's Cortez. It's Cortez. He goes, he knew he was going to beat him.
And he lost.
And he lost. And he choked, I think, right? Did he choke in that battle?
He lost.
Yeah.
He lost that battle. He lost that battle. Let me tell you something, man. I've been saying this shit, and I'm calling out all the fucking fans. Y'all keep letting these motherfuckers sit there and take your money because they can't get paid if you don't fucking pay for tickets or pay-per-views. Keep letting these dudes sit there in front of your face say they don't give a fuck about battles. Keep letting them do it. It's a Summer Madness, the alleged Super Bowl battle rap. Against a legend.
It was like a surprise battle. So it was whatever. You know, it's like, but he was more downplaying Cortez. That's what it was. You know, oh, it's just Cortez. You know, it's like.
All right, listen, I don't agree with that narrative, but if he was saying it in a way where he was downplaying Cortez and not downplaying that he don't really care, I can understand that a bit more. But anytime somebody attaches "I don't care" with a battle that people have to pay for a pay-per-view, pay for tickets, I got a fucking huge problem with that.
Yeah, so I'm worried about that. I mean, I feel like Danny's gonna beat him. K-Daz and who else? Somebody else. They were on Watch Live. Oh, it was Danny Myers was there, and he heard. I know we hear this all the time, but he heard the rounds, and he said that it's the best stuff Danny's written. So you know, he's like, I don't know.
Listen, the argument could be made that every battle. First off, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think this battle has the potential to be battle of the night.
Oh yeah.
I think NJT just comes with too much energy. He has, while it could be debated if he stole bars, the man still comes with certain bars, put in a way or delivered in a way you may or may not have heard it before, right? He definitely has that energy. Danny Myers definitely has arguably, to everybody else is arguable. To me, Danny Myers has the most original bars in battle rap. Danny Myers is probably, besides DNA, the most enthusiastic about battle rap. Danny Myers literally wants to be the best. So I'm looking for this battle to potentially be battle of the night. And to be honest, I'm going to edge it towards Myers because unfortunately we got to worry about him, NJT, not caring or him choking or some shit like that. But let me tell you something. Where I'm a little disappointed is that Danny Myers I understand being a man of your word, but taking a battle the night before a big battle like this is the wrong way to go. And even more so, I did an interview with Danny Myers. You guys can go check that out. And Danny Myers literally sat there and said in my interview that this year he's going for champion of the year, which I understand. But he was only taking big names. Yeah. Now, two things can happen here. Either he's so enthusiastic about battle rap, he just wants to prove that he's the best, or maybe a lot of these big names just don't want no smoke with him.
Right.
They don't want no smoke.
They don't want no smoke. Let me ask something, man. Okay, so Danny Myers, a lot of people's issue with him is like, you know, the way he delivers, all, you know, it's constant, how, you know, it's the way he delivers, right? And I get that sometimes, but I like it. I'm not as turned off as some people I've heard have been. We watched the Shotgun Suge and Twerk battle, and I've seen so many Twerk battles recently, you know, and you know, he's on every card. I just feel like with Twerk, there's no he doesn't have it. It's the same yelling, screaming all the time, and I feel like I'm getting bored of it. Maybe he doesn't have like, you know, range, or he doesn't try to like. It just seems like he's always screaming, man. And I like what he's saying, you know. It's like, but when I be watching other battlers, and I'd be like, you know, like he's just always screaming. I don't know. Is it gonna go?
That always screaming part reminds me of a certain blogger, but you know, go ahead, carry on.
Who, me? Yeah, I'm probably trash to a lot of people. That's cool. But
I never said trash.
no, I'm not for everybody. I'm not for everybody.
I never said trash. I just made the comparison that the yelling part.
But it's every bar, man. It's every he don't like go out in the Suge battle especially. He was on that same cadence and the entire battle. And I feel like that'd be cool if we didn't see him as much. But he's on every. He's gonna be on Summer Madness 7. He probably gonna. I don't know. If he's gonna go to London or not. And then he's got got Smack, and he's on every card. And I just worry that if he doesn't start changing it up a little, and he doesn't it's hard to maintain that pen in every battle. I feel like it's, especially when you're getting worked so much, and the amount of dedication he shows. When he takes a lot of a lot of these battles are not too serious, like we were talking about earlier. So I think with that combination, he's going to run into a point where in this battle here, especially going against Danny Myers, we ain't going to be playing with him. So if he does come with that same nonstop, what he does, but the bars aren't hitting like they were against Suge, it could get ugly for Twerk, man, in that battle. And we've never seen him on the West Coast. I know you don't think that's that much of a big deal, but we haven't. All right? It's his first time out there. And he's battling, Danny Myers. They love out there. So, I don't see how Twerk's winning this battle. I don't see it, man. I just don't think he wants to win this battle. So even if he did, I'd still be taking Danny Myers if I thought Twerk was coming 100. But I just got that feeling. Man, I've seen this story play out too many times, and Twerk seems to fall into a pattern of that. Like every other battle, that's how he takes it. So especially with Dennis right around the corner, I can totally see it. But I got Danny regardless, 2-1, man, 2-1, and I think in a classic battle that it will be a classic depending on Twerk. To be honest with you, because I already know Danny's gonna come fire. So if Twerk can give us 2 fire rounds and 1 good round,
I wouldn't mind seeing Twerk more if he wasn't choking as much.
I still think it's a lot for any battler. He's on every card. I wouldn't even want to see Hollow that much.
It is a little much, but he's in demand. People still want to see him, so I don't blame him for the hustle. But when you're taking battles on the side so much that you're fucking up, taking bars, having accusations of fucking identical bars, side effects of somebody who's oversaturating himself.
Well,
so I'm rooting for Danny, man, with a 2-1.
Yeah, I think that's what we all got. We'll all be rooting for him, Just, and some people, they gotta be humbled, man.
Yo, but hold on a second. Now, let me just address what y'all was saying about seeing him more. First off, Viguel, I disagree. You want to see a Twerk battle. Clearly, we don't want to see the same sort of Twerk battle. That's number one. Which you saying everybody want to see a Twerk battle. We clearly don't want to see the same kind. I want to see the Twerk team. Anyway. Yes, see, that's what I'm trying to tell you in a nice way. You want to see a Twerk battle. We want to see Twerk battles.
This is what we're talking about. You gotta exclude the obvious.
So here's the thing. I agree with DME. There is always a sort of thing called oversaturation. I feel like whether it be after this Summer Madness or not, I do think he should take a little break. Because if you're not seeing him on URL, you're seeing him in little small leagues, whatever URL approves that he could go. Because everybody was saying these dudes can battle on their home leagues. He's on every league. But quiet as kept. Let him agree to a KOTD or RB battle. And let's see if they don't put a stop to that shit real quick.
That's a fact.
Bottom line, I agree with everybody. Hey, man, the dude is an entertaining dude, but he does have to take a break.
All right, I want to hear your thoughts on this next battle, man. Geechee and Tech-9. What you think about that, Jay?
3-0 Geechee. Next.
You're not giving Tech-9 a round?
Next.
All right. So my problem with this battle is I'm very biased towards Geechee Gotti. So
next.
I haven't had Geechee losing to anybody like that he battles.
Listen. None of us three are saying Tech can win this battle. Let's just move on.
Well, there's only one more battle, so hold on.
So let's move on.
What? Yeah, I just can't see no way he's winning. It's impossible, right? Like, imagine.
So why are you saying that, dear me? Dear me, why you gotta break that down? We all on the same page about that.
What if we wake up that next day and Tech 9 wins the battle? What are we doing with that? Exactly. I agree with you. I don't even think Tech 9 thinks he can win.
It's always anybody's game, man. It's any given Sunday.
This is hard, man. He's just out of all the people to battle Geechee Tech, like I got Geechee beating almost anybody on this card. I'm just a fan of his. He might not beat everybody. I get that, but you know, I mean, I don't see anybody beating Geechee right now.
Stop kicking the ball.
That's a problem. All right, all right. So we got one more matchup on here, and let me tell you something. This is booked as the main event. Honestly, guys, Briz and Rum Nitty. Like, is that the main event, or would you rather? I would say Danny and Twerk would be the main event, right? But why is? I mean, first of all, Briz, man. What are we doing, Briz Rothstein? I don't know. Like he's not.
It's in the right spot. I say.
Main event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nitty's name right now is bigger than New Jersey Twerk at the moment. New Jersey Twerk.
Is he selling more tickets though, Viguel?
I think Rum Nitty's bigger.
Selling more tickets though, Viguel.
That's politics right now because we're in a transition of New Jersey Twerk coming in.
Stop it. I'm gonna tell you right now. This is not the bigger draw. This is not a bigger draw than NJT versus Myers, which should have been the headline. But I'm gonna go a step further. This isn't even a bigger draw than Tech 9 and Geechee. No, hold on. I'm not saying bar-wise it isn't a better matchup.
No, I know that.
I'm saying if we're talking about a headline, which is supposed to sell the tickets, right?
Right.
Geechee and Tech for the entertainment value, so to speak. Let me tell you something. Tech been too nice and friendly with Geechee and giving Geechee too much props. Fuck out of here.
They had a good face-off, you know, in that spur-of-the-moment face-off.
Listen, man, they've been a little too fucking friendly, especially Tech. Tech
Really?
was too friendly and got too much high praise for Geechee. Fuck out of here. But that still has more entertainment value in terms of selling tickets. Myers versus NJT has better entertainment value in terms of selling tickets. Rum Nitty and Briz is a good battle. I think Rum should not be getting the flack he's getting in terms of that Surf battle. I disagree. I thought he won the second round clearly. I thought that first round with Surf was very close. I had Surf edging it. And in that third round, we don't need to go that route. But at the end of the day, this battle was already signed for. And what it all boils down to, like, I don't want to see this, especially now after the Briz Eclipse debacle. I don't want to see this shit. I'm going to tell you right now, they both might surprise a few people, but it's going to be the headline.
I'm going to tell you why Rum Nitty's going to do well. Because it's against Briz Rothstein, which is of this certain class, which isn't a lot of the class that he's been battling. So this is more of his own class in a sense. And whenever you match people up like that within their own class and stop jumping overboard, booking top tiers against them, they shine. They do well. They actually look like stronger than, you know. It gives that appearance. And Briz is already solidified, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been a fan of Briz, man. You know, we've been disappointed in the last couple of battles. But I've been a fan of his, man. You know, I really have. But that Gnome situation was bad, and you know, the Calico thing was. We haven't seen, and then he had the O-Red, but I thought he edged O-Red, but I could be O-Red. I'm O-Red by. I'm O-Red.
I still haven't seen that battle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't take my word for it. Everyone. A lot of people had O-Red winning, but I never have O-Red winning for some reason. I don't know what it is about me. But anyways, I don't know, man. When it was announced, it was like I didn't have that feeling of excitement for it. And I'm a huge Rum Nitty fan, you know. And I don't know. I just don't like. I'm envisioning it, and it's like. I don't really see it, man. I don't know, man. There's really no history. Is there a history here that I'm missing? Rum Nitty and Grizz? Is there anything? Like, no, right? It's just nothing, right? It's just they don't really. They're both kind of quiet on social media. They don't really. They're not selling the battle at all, unless I'm missing stuff.
A lot of Nitty's battles were like that, though. There was no history behind it.
That's Iron matchup.
He's the real gun bar king, but I mean, nobody had history ever with. Like, who's had a history with Rum Nitty?
True. He doesn't really. He's not out there like that. He doesn't make history.
Teddy Grizzle, whatever dude's name, Teddy Grizzle, Teddy Grizzly. That's the only one who got some history with him.
I would have liked to see Rum Nitty versus one of the Goonies because he kind of has a semi-history there. Like, you know, like after the whole Goonies versus Team Hami thing, I thought maybe he would have got a Twerk or even maybe a Ryder. Man, I would rather see Rum Nitty versus Ryder, bro, to be honest with you. Like, I thought that would be a better matchup here. At least there's a little.
It shouldn't be the main event.
No, I'm not saying. I think personally Danny Myers and Twerk, but Danny Myers has got a big name out there, and I think Twerk's name's big enough to carry ticket sales out there.
And according to the little Roma and her Roma-sexuals, which, by the way, I came up with that phrase, but, you know, I see people using it now.
I thought I came up with it.
No, you didn't, sir.
I stole it from you?
I see you and no, because that's what I was saying in our DMs, boys. And I seen you and I seen a few other people saying that shit. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about that. It's still funny to me, but I came up with that. Hold on. More of the story is this. The homosexuals and stuff won't let, like, Twerk NJT, let me say that, could never do no fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, man. In terms of notoriety and everything, like, of course, Myers has the better resume. But overall, right now, if I'm having to worry about selling tickets, and that's the reason why I'm putting, because Roma and the Romosexuals said the reason why Gnome sold out was because of NJT. Allegedly. So if that's the case, then why not put him at the top of the flyer for this battle? And Myers deserves it.
True. And when they were going through the line with the camera, I think it was like 15 Minutes of Fame, Uncle Ra was going through the line and like talking to everybody. He kept saying, like, who would you come to see? Who would you come to see with every person? And a lot of them were saying Twerk, Twerk, Twerk. So
here's my thing, though. I'm sure he's a seller. That's great. But the problem is, and I don't understand people, man. You're not like, I don't know what the history is in battle rap, but as far as normal events, and I'm sure maybe you guys speak on it more than I can. I don't think a lot of these battles get sold out to the day before, right? Like, what is this selling out months before, weeks before thing? When is a battle rap event sold out weeks before?
No, it's happened with URL, and it's happened with URL where I think it was like a week before. That
what happened. Was it the K-Shine T-Rex battle? No, 8, 7, 6.
I don't know, and it might have been that Summer Madness where Lux and Mook and all these guys came through.
Yeah, that's different. But my thing is,
yeah, and then off the top of my head, I think like a week before. I could be wrong, but I think the week before Writer's Block Volume 1 on RBE, I believe that was sold out. But that was in I was in a smaller venue.
But my thing is, his whole point was, I think a lot of people will wait, until to get the tickets, a few days before, whatever, maybe even that day walk up tickets and you still sell out. I don't think that's crazy to assume. And the way because Twerk was announced it was the last battle announced, so it was very close up until the point of when the event happened, and then he was saying, well, like, see, right when he got announced, that was sold out. No, that's not how it worked, man.
It was like 2.5 weeks before the day of the event that he got announced. Might have been 3 weeks.
Right, but it wasn't like, they announced Twerk and then first of all, they announced Surf. And I think a lot of people were there to see Surf, and just because it didn't sell out off the Surf announcement, you're not going to sell out the venue 3 months in advance. Like, that just, like, where does that happen? Like, I don't think the demand is there like that.
Bottom line, this is what I'm going to say. There's no argument that NJT is popular. He's going to sell some tickets. There's multiple people on every card who can sell some tickets, or they would not be on a big card.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be taking a bunch of guys, especially from the East Coast to the West Coast, who can't sell. You know what I'm saying? There has to be points behind it. The only thing that I don't see is the Briz and Rum Nitty being the main event. Because at the end of the day, like Briz's only thing will be he did well against Pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of being a headline in LA. Other than that, to me, it just didn't make any sense. But I don't want to discredit these guys. I don't want anybody watching or listening to think that we're discrediting them. They're both dope MCs who are capable of taking things to another level on that night, on any given night. Rum Nitty, whether you like his last few battles or not, I felt he lost to JC. Whether you like the battles or not, there's no denying not only the bars, but the fact that he take all these battles serious. So if we're going off that and we're going off the fact that we've seen bad Briz, but we never seen a bullshit Briz. So if I have to go off that, I have to say we might be in for a good battle.
All right. I mean, all in all, I'm gonna be buying this thing. Apparently, it's Sunday. It was Saturday. It's moved to Sunday now. I'll buy it. To watch. Whatever. But I'm telling you guys, man, there's gonna be a breaking point with the fans in these pay-per-views. I'm telling you.
I'm at my breaking point. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't know that I'm buying this battle, this event. I won't lie. I want to see Danny do his thing. Danny Myers right now is the most selling point for me because I feel like besides DNA, nobody gives us 3 quality, original, enthusiastic rounds like Danny Myers. So that's why I want to buy it. I also thinking about buying it because of YK and Pass, 2 guys I have a lot of respect for. So those will be the selling points for me. But I have to be honest. This card ain't $40, man. I'm sorry. It's not $40 for you to turn around after that, and a few weeks later, I gotta drop another 50 or 60 for Summer Madness, and then another 50, 60 dollars for another Summer Madness. Then we got the RBE event coming up. We have the event in Philly with K-Sean and Inez. Like
the Dodge 10-year anniversary.
Like at the end of the day, it's a lot to spend so much on, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think this card makes me want to spend money. And I have a blog that's gonna drop tonight or tomorrow on the last 2 Bill Collector blogs. And in there, I just say honestly how I feel. I'm getting a lot of tweets and messages from people saying do your job in terms of these recaps, so on and so forth. Fuck you. If you feel this is my job, then buy the fucking pay-per-view for me, man.
Yeah, all in all, man, this pay-per-view would be all right. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, if I was gonna skip one, it'd probably be this one. If I was gonna skip one, because thinking of the ones
initiation.
Yeah, the things coming up, all the battles coming up. If I had it in my head, all right, I gotta pass on one of them, it would definitely be this, to be honest with you. Because how you gonna pass up on Summer Madness? How you gonna pass up on Mook? It's like whatever happens after that. But
I'm still debating whether or not to be in the building or not for the Mook.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I thought you wanted to go to this card.
What?
I thought you wanted to go.
To what?
To initiation.
Yeah, but then I'm really
don't go.
The only reason I changed my mind was because the whole card didn't shape up the way I wanted to. Plus, when they announced Hollow, man, in England, I really do want to go to that.
And that's gonna be way more expensive. So yeah.
Oh, I know. But if I had to go to one, I would rather. If I had to pick all these battles, Murder Move and Summer Madness 7, I would want to go to the England one just because Hollow's headlining. I think it's gonna be crazy. He's very well received in England. He's my favorite, obviously. So, and I've always wanted to go to England just to check it out. So, I mean, that's just, why? What other reason would I need? At that point. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, the card. Besides Danny Myers and the B-Dot battle, the rest of the cards, it's just whatever.
I like the card.
No, it's decent. It's decent. But
I've been excited about the card. I want to see a lot of these battles.
Yeah.
I want to see like all of them except for like maybe one I don't care about, but I'm not going to say which one it is. Pass versus Young Cannon.
That could be battle of the night.
It could.
Okay.
But I don't care for that.
Next topic.
I gotta get going, guys, man.
Yo, hold on. Before we go anywhere, as always to everybody, make sure you subscribe to our 3 channels. Make sure you hit the alert bell. But even more so, whether you agree with our opinions or not, just know we appreciate you clicking play on the video. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Jlegend, Viguel. You know, that's what's up, man.